Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. As you are aware, if you've been following our podcast series focused on the Idaho versus Kohberger case, we have presented content in the nearly 800 episodes addressing court documents on the record, first in Latah County and then Ada County post change of venue, which happened September of 2024. We have also produced content from the file known as Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Kohberger. From the Unified Judicial System of Pennsylvania, when he was originally arrested. Recall he was arrested in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, the early morning hours of December 30th, 2022. And he remained in Pennsylvania, incarcerated, for approximately 1 week through his extradition proceedings to Idaho, which occurred the first week of January 2023. Commonwealth v. Kohberger, 682MD2022, that is the case number, had been dormant for quite a long time. The last filings were from approximately January 3rd, 2023. That's the order returning defendant to Idaho and waiver of extradition. That case was dormant until June of 2025, when we started to see summonses coming out of Idaho for trial for domestication. They needed to be domesticated in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania because the trial witnesses were in Pennsylvania. They were described as either working or living in Pennsylvania. And there was one hearing that occurred in June of 2025 regarding certain witnesses that the defense were calling to be trial witnesses in Idaho. We learned through our analysis and examination of a report written by Detective Brett Payne, who of course is the Moscow officer who wrote the affidavit of probable cause, document number 1, effectively, in the Idaho versus Kohberger case, which asked for the arrest of Mr. Kohberger. In the recently released documents, there was a written narrative that Detective Payne gave describing his and another law enforcement official's interview of Mr. Kohberger, December 30th, 2022, while they were in Pennsylvania. This was at the barracks of the Pennsylvania State Police in Monroe County, PA. In that report, we learned for the first time that video exists of Detective Payne's interview with Mr. Kohberger. Now, we did not think that there could be a possibility of any video of Mr. Kohberger in Pennsylvania because what we learned in the case is that there was no body cam footage of Mr. Kohberger's arrest at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. But we have now learned of the existence of this video, and the question is, will anyone submit a public records request to attempt to get that information? To learn more about Commonwealth versus Kohberger 682MD2022, please plug into any search engine of your choice, Commonwealth v. Kohberger 682MD2022, and it will pull up the documents from the file, and it also has contact information for officials in Pennsylvania. This is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.